to the bold analysis. The president today convened a meeting of delegation from Nakuru County, and the speeches and video leaked from Statehouse today deliberately is actually showing the members of public that we have activated 2027 campaign mode. And one of the things that the public must be wary of is that the political class is back with the money. So it will be upon the people of Kenya to choose between the money or the issues. So you need to interrogate, because at the end of this podcast, you will need to interrogate, make personal interrogation, and find out where exactly you'd want to belong. The video from Statehouse is a very shameful video, and really an act that we want to call premature campaigns, and it also borders corruption. Before we get much into that, I want to humbly request you to subscribe to our channel, click the notification bell and like our videos, and thank you very much for supporting this podcast. Subscription is absolutely free. No money is going to be deducted from your account because you subscribe to a channel. The advantage here is when we publish our videos, you'll be getting notifications, so you will not miss our well-analyzed videos. And in this podcast, I'm also going to show you Karangu Muraya, a musician who once met the president and received money from Statehouse, was chased in Muran'ga. And that is why I'm telling you, the money, the use of money, while it was used in 2022, it might not be a successful script moving forward. Kwa ground, mambo ni tofauti. And this is it. I made the observation, you look at the attendance of those who are in Statehouse. In this photo is the first gentleman. This is Kihika's husband, Samuel Kihika, with other leaders, Susan Kihika with other leaders. So when I saw the husband to Kihika, one of the questions that then comes here is it a meeting with the county government of Nakuru, or is it just a meeting with the leaders from Nakuru? And the presence of the first gentleman is actually an indicator that there was no tangible nexus between the two. The second observation is Kihika Tabitha body language. This photo, Tabitha Karanja, who is the senator of Nakuru, in the recent few months have not been in good terms with the governor. So there was, Statehouse optics for the two to try to act gentle, like they are close to each other, but there is nothing like that. The body language is very clear that the Nakuru leadership is not united on that. And this meeting came a day after a protest. There was also a protest in Nakuru. Allegedly, the protest came after a police officer shot a civilian, and there was a clash between the police and the civilian. And there is a video I saw, of a gentleman carrying a panga approach police. And yes, I saw the cartoon about that. It was a bit disheartening video, because number one, the police ambao una approach amebeba bunduki. But it shows you the level of aggression that mwananchi have against the police. So moving forward, I think even as we talk about Albert Ojwang's death, one of the things that you cannot underestimate is the anger between mwananchi and the man in uniform. Now, I wanted to find out, is that meeting, it's not the first time the president has been meeting delegation. There was a delegation from Siaya led by Siaya governor. There've been a delegation, different people going there, even clergy going there. And I curiously checked what William Ruto has posted. And you will then, from this post, you will try to determine what is innate for the people of Nakuru. This is what the president shared. The National Police Service must boldly discharge its constitutional role of protecting Kenyans and their property from criminals, be they in civilian or uniform. The Independent Police Oversight Authority must also do more proactive in swiftly dealing with rogue elements within the ranks. At Statehouse, hosted grassroots leaders from Nakuru County, led by Cabinet Secretary Lee Kenyan and Susan Kehika. I don't know, from this post, I don't know what is the nexus between the Nakuru people. What is in it for Nakuru people? What you said that probably from this meeting, we've agreed on blah, 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 blah for the people of Nakuru. And then that tells you that this is a political meeting. Why? But keenly, there is a comparison I wanted to make. There is this video here. This is the video of Arama donating money to people who had attended that meeting. I want you to watch that video twice.
So everything your best. So mdosi amesema tuwanunulie lunch. Kwa hiyo kila mtu ni 10,000. Ni 500 so hapa para amesema transparent. Kila mtu yeye alikuja kama ulikuwa umealikwa ni 10,000. Mungu asiende kusema amepewa pesa kidogo. Kwa sababu ukienda bara kama mheshimiwa mwingine atakata shauri yao, lakini kila mtu shilingi 10,000. Mama mweshi sasa nilikuwa nimesema nataka kurudi hapa tujamaliza. So everything your best. So mdosi amesema tuwanunulie lunch. Kwa hiyo kila mtu ni 10,000. Ni 500 so hapa para amesema transparent. Kila mtu yeye alikuja kama ulikuwa umealikwa ni 10,000. Mungu asiende kusema amepewa pesa kidogo. Kwa sababu ukienda bara kama mheshimiwa mwingine atakata shauri yao, lakini kila mtu shilingi 10,000. Mama mweshi sasa nilikuwa nimesema.
Arama is Nakuru West Member of Parliament. In that video, you can see, number one, Arama is normally supporting Matiang'i, Nakuru West MP. The decision, or rather the act of taking the video, and the way, that video is very clear. It cannot be that video was just taken by coincidence. I'm very sure. And of course, no one is in Statehouse there. There can be no stranger in Statehouse. Number one, that video was taken by a phone. Number two, that video was taken by a person who had authority from the MP himself. Number three, the MP was showing us very clear that those people are going to be given 10,000. And just to confirm, this MP attended that meeting. And this is him. This is a video of him attending that meeting. So the act of showing members of the public that people who go to Statehouse were given 10,000 is already, number one, he wanted, because there could be rumors that there were some people that wanted to give less. So he wanted to make it public so that wananchi know what exactly they were supposed to be given. And the money, walipewa in a brown envelope. It was in cash. So I want to believe that money was given by the Statehouse operative. Now, I just want you to look at the level of wastage. If you look at the number, just from this photo, you can have a sneak peek of the number who are in Statehouse. How and what water? The people who are receiving 10,000 could be people at the lower cadre, the real hustlers. Then, our senators, MPs, and all religious leaders. Religious leaders cannot be given 10,000. Probably they're given 50,000, even 100. So does it mean that is how much we are spending on these meetings? And why, if you're meeting the president and just a natural meeting, a genuine meeting, why must you buy the people? And you will understand, you look at the level of resources that then we are spending in these meetings. And from this, I understand this is why the president is talking na makasiriko mingi sana. Mpaka unashindwa, why is he arguing the people?
Let us not just focus on popular things. Popularity all the time. Popularity itakusaidia na nini? You know? Yesu alimaliza kusave hii dunia 3 years. See, Yesu alikuwa around for 3 years. Na ako na followers billions. Sasa wengine wanasumbua one time. Kama sasa ningesikia makelele ya watu, tunge implement housing, tunge implement social security, tunge implement SHA. Si tungekuwa tunang'etia tu hapa na kumangamanga hapa, hakuna kitu tunafanya. So please, good people, when you are a leader, you lead from the front. Na sisi tuliandika kwenye manifesto, raia wakatuchagua kwa hiyo manifesto. Housing iko kwa manifesto, social health iko kwa manifesto, market iko kwa manifesto, hii program yote hii nimesema iko kwa manifesto. Kilimo tulisema tutabadilisha. Ama namna gani marafiki zangu? So tafadhali, please, I want to encourage you as citizens and leaders from Nakuru. Let us focus on the things that will change Kenya. Let us not just focus on popular things. Popularity all the time. Popularity itakusaidia na nini? You know? Yesu alimaliza kusave hii dunia 3 years. See, Yesu alikuwa around for 3 years. Na ako na followers billions. Sasa wengine wanasumbua one time.
No, anaongea and then the meeting is about to explain to them that they need to support government. Ni kama before aende Statehouse, ni kama ameenda akachukua watu from a corner, waambia hawa ndio watu watakangi serikali, so wakuje wapatie pesa, wakuje then wakikuja hapa ni wasomee. The lecture by the president is a hardcore lecture, like someone trying to force people to support, and that tone is very shocking. But let me say this. The money is not going to work anymore. This money is not going to work. This issue of buying loyalty, it is not sustainable. It's unnecessarily expensive and not sustainable. Why? Let's take this example. Karangu Muraya is a Mount Kenya musician who recently met Kindiki in Karen and then met the president in Statehouse. This is the real example. Today, he was in Muran'ga giving some street families some unga. Do you know he had to seek a refuge from police car? because the people are paying for his blood. Look at that. That was a musician who was supporting the president. The people are paying for his blood, and he had to go to seek refuge in a police car. Look at this video. Sasa hawa na wale mtu anaonekana na rais huko anaonekana kama ni adui. And someone should not lie to you, or you should not twist it like that was an organized chase. No. It's not an it cannot be that everyone in that place is against you. Kama ingekuwa hivyo, you would have seen confrontation between those who support Karangu Muraya and those who are against him. The level of anger kwa ground cannot be replaced with money. You must speak to the people's soul. The money will address temporary anxiety, some temporary praise. But if you want to know the real thing, talk to the people. This is Mary wa Maua. In Maragua. Today she's also a President Ruto sympathizer. She also addressed a hostile crowd. And so this confirms that while people are not so much aggressively going to attack the president and this and that, but it doesn't mean that the loyalty level is high. The act of a musician being chased from Muran'ga County simply because it's associated with the president should be a wake-up call that no matter how many trips, no matter how many groups, and how much the state will put in individuals' pockets, if the pertinent issues are not addressed, if the real software is not addressed and we want to replace the software with the hardware, then it is not going to be, it is actually an action in vain. And I can say this. The script of using money to buy political airtime is actually exposing state weakness. And Rigathi Gachagua makes this joke that akikuja huku na mawongo analipa 8K. You know, and we normally say, oh, Rigathi anasema trash. But then that is it. But also interestingly, Statehouse is, you know, why Statehouse? Well, why do you have to pay? Why must the president? Can you buy 52 million, the 20 million voters in the country? That tells you it's not sustainable. Number two, Ruto's endless campaign on what the government has done is a sign that probably he's getting intelligence brief of anger from the people. Why must you always spend money to tell people what you've done? Oh, even Archbishop Olesapit and the Catholic bishops are saying the government is not an advertising agency. If you're working for the people, it would be felt. We're spending more time telling people things we are doing. Are we really doing them? And lastly, I think he's not so keen on Albert issue. The fact that he can just be doing campaigns, Uko. Remember, even Kindiki could not continue his economic permanent shenanigans. Those things had to be put on break. The president is there, purporting to be talking about this Albert issue, but in real sense, it's just campaigning. I think it's not a good place to be. Thank you.